Ladies and gentlemen, children above the age of 18, it is I, the one, the only, Roberto Negro. So yes, we are late tonight. It was Major's birthday. What a wild clusterfuck of a birthday. It really was. It was just a wild clusterfuck of a birthday. And I only say that because the kids are normally asleep, or at least getting ready to sleep, by 8 o'clock. But because it's show week, and I still had to do a bunch of shit at the office, the process was pushed, and then we had to Zoom or FaceTime with the pastor or the reverend or the aficionado, whatever the fuck you want to call him. The guy that's going to marry us. So we had to do a Zoom meeting at 5:30. And I wanted to take Major to the trampoline park. I wanted him to have a trampoline day for his birthday. So we do the Zoom with the aficionado, or whatever the fuck you call him, where we're going through, and I called it a script. Called it a goddamn script. Because he's like, we'll do this, and then this is where you do your choice of the melting of the sand, the different color sand. And if you have 2 kids, you could do 4 different colors. And it's the unity of pouring the fucking sand together. And I'm like, what the fuck? Or, so there was all these ors. Or you could do this, and it's, the wine, and then a box, and then, and Catherine's like, and what about this one? And I'm thinking, Jesus Christ, like, fuck. Like, what, we don't have to go through the whole script now. Let's just do an overview. The show's not for another 4 or 5 months. As we get closer to the goddamn show, we'll have another production meeting. It's not melting in the sand. It's like fucking men, but like just putting all the fucking sand together. Suffice to say, we get done at 6:15. Trampoline park closes at 8. I'm like, get these fucking kids in the car. Get in the car. We're at the fucking trampoline park, 6:45. Place is empty. I mean, there's a couple people there, but by and large, the place is empty. Kids play on the fucking trampoline park. We get done. Now we got to come home. We got to Zoom with my parents in Florida. Byron wants to come over and give Major presents, and I'm just looking at the time. I'm like, fuck, man. And I can feel the kids are getting cunty, like times 10. because it's basically past their bedtime. They're starting to get fucking, cunty. Now we're home. We got the presents. We got the cake. We got the Zoom. Ay, ay, ay. There's crying. It was just a fucking shit show. All because I wanted Major to do the trampoline park on his birthday. And I shouldn't have. Or at least we should have started the process a lot earlier. But by doing so, we wouldn't have been able to meet the aficionado. Because Catherine had to go over the script today. Had to go over it. Had to go over the goddamn script. Yes, Slava. Yes, we need a bunch of porn chicks because it's going to be a Miss Extreme contest. Which we will go over this weekend. And what we need and the process of what is going to go down. But right now, we're mixing up porn chicks with my kid's fucking birthday. Let's save porn chicks for after the goddamn birthday. So, we get done with Zooms. He opens every goddamn present. I got him a goddamn bike. Training wheels. No helmet, though. Fuck. I know, I should have gotten the fucking helmet. I know the helmet's, listen, the helmet, I'm torn on it. Here's why I'm torn on it. Hear me out. There's a part of me that doesn't want to make them fucking soft. Because all of us that were, 40 to 50, that's our age bracket. We didn't wear no fucking helmets. We didn't wear no elbow pads. We didn't wear any of that bullshit. Schlack says no helmet. We didn't wear any of that shit. I learned how to ride a bike without training wheels from my friend's dad, who taught me and Mike at the same time how to ride. And he put us in the front yard and then pushed us in the fucking front yard. And was like, pedal! Pedal! And then you fucking fell. But they did it in the grass, so it wasn't falling on the goddamn pavement. And getting all them tiny little rocks embedded in your knees. But that's how we learned how to ride a bike without training wheels. So then he'd get you up, and you're like, you'll be okay. And then fucking push you. Pedal! And then you'd start fucking pedaling. And you're like, oh, and you're pedaling, and you're pedaling, and you're pedaling. And you can't really figure out how to properly stop. And then you do stop. You fall forward. You mash your fucking little, 6-year-old cock and balls on the fucking pole there. And then you do a fucking face plant. Boom! And then you go and you fucking get picked up. And eventually, after about 17 times, you're rocking and rolling. So, No goddamn helmet. No elbow pad. No nothing. But the flip on that, obviously, I don't want my fucking kid to get hurt. So that goes into your head. And then secondly, all the other fucking parents in the neighborhood watching me do the old school learn how to ride a bike method. No helmet, no pads. Pushing the kid in the front yard and watching him fall 17 times. In this day and age, these motherfuckers will have, child protective services at my front door. And I've already told you guys different stories about putting furniture together in the front yard in the middle of the summer while I'm jamming out to Metallica with the car, with the doors open. Just real white trash. And the kids running around in their fucking diapers. Horrible. Absolutely horrible. I'm not saying social services came then, but in this mildly well-to-do neighborhood, Rob Black, the porno guy / wrestling promoter, the fucking carny, launching his goddamn kid on his bicycle in the front yard with no fucking protective wear might draw a little attention. And then as somebody walks up, excuse me, Mrs. Zakari, what the fuck do you want? The fuck do you want? But anyways, suffice to say, I got him a Spider-Man bike with the training wheels. Chris Eagley says, I bet your neighbors just love. Of course they love me. Of course they love me. I got a whole cast of wacky characters that roll up to that fucking house. And I never think twice about opening the door and screaming, Yo, home, Hey, you. So you definitely can, hear me. So then I had to take Major to bed. So I'm looking at the time, and I'm like, fuck. Talking to the Mins. He's like, are you going on? I'm like, yeah, I'm working on it. I definitely didn't have tassels on my 10-speed. You know what, though? I was the guy with the 10. I was the guy, okay? Here, I'll tell you, I was that guy. So I had the 10-speed that was, so I had the BMX, but then at one, so this is always funny with my white privilege. This is always funny with my white privilege. I always got the white privilege shit. But then all the upgrades or the newer white privileged models I never got because I beat the shit out of the original white privilege thing that I had. That my parents would be like, why should we get you X, Y, Z? You're just going to fucking ruin it like you did that. So then I wind up, having some busted out fucking thing. And that's how I always is. So growing up, I got the good BMX, with the mag wheels and the whole ball of wax. And then, as I got a little older, and all the kids in my neighborhood graduated, as Double D said, with the mongoose and the fucking pegs on them. So they went from the little kid BMX bikes to now you're the motocross bikes. Well, I used to leave that fucking BMX bike out in the rain, out in the front yard. I used to beat the fuck out of it. So now, as all my friends graduated to the more mature BMX bikes, I was like, hey, Mom, you think I can get another? It's like, you don't take care of the one you got. I'm like, yeah, but I've had it for 2 years. I do think. No, you don't. Where is it? It's a. Okay. All right. Cool. Fine. So everybody else would have the upgraded new white privileged BMX bikes, and I would have the shit we had, when we were still young. So then I was like, well, I gotta be cool. I gotta be different. I get the 10-speed. All right? I get the fucking 10-speed, and I would do the handlebar gimmick so they're up, so they're not down. You're not crouched down, but you unscrew them and put them up, so they're almost like a joystick on either side. You ride it like that, and I would ride it while everybody else would ride the dirt bike. So I was the guy that would ride the fucking 10-speed through the dirt bike trails. So I basically made a regular 10-speed into a mountain bike before mountain bikes were even a fucking thing. I'd hit fucking jumps on that fucking 10-speed. So I was that fucking white privileged kid. So I did same thing. I had a snowmobile. I had a fucking snowmobile like all the other white privileged friends had. But I had the smaller engined snowmobile. So while my other friends had the liquid cool fucking, Kawasaki, whatever, I had the Ski-Doo. I think 80 or something like that. So it was slower than everybody else's. And my dad's thing was, you'll kill yourself with one of those snowmobiles that can go up to 120 miles an hour. And my brother would always say, Dad, you can't get Rob one of them fucking snowmobiles. He'll fucking wrap it around a tree. Fucking my brother, fucking rat. My brother, big time rat. Always ratting me out. Fucking rat. So I had the snowmobile, and then as all my friends started, getting the newer models, I had the same. Hey, can I get another snowmobile? Oh, you don't take care of that one. Let's all dent it up. Doesn't even go that fast, and you still wrapped it around a goddamn tree. The little fucking the blades on the bottom of the skis, my shit were worn down because I'd fucking ride on rocks. I'd ride on fucking pavement, to cross streets. It's fucking sparks flying everywhere. I don't give a fuck. Fucking cigarette in my mouth. It's like when we were 16. We were horrible. This is horrible. But anyway, that was my white privilege. That was it. That was it. Just beat the fuck out of everything. I mean, of course, back then it wasn't white privilege. You were just spoiled. Now it's white privilege. If you're white and there was some money, fucking white privilege. Not you're spoiled. But, anyways, I never had the motorcycle. Somehow I skipped the motorcycle. I don't know how. I don't know how I did that. So, I don't know how I how I missed that. But the motorcycle thing wasn't my cup of tea. I never was into the cycles. That was like I don't know. Snowmobile. I was big into the snow. And then I got to be like 18 or 19, and then I gave up on the snow. I was like, fuck this. I'm moving to California. You should ride into every live show with the snow. That'd be pretty funny. Rolling in the snowmobile. I did look cool with the snowmobile. I did. I looked really cool, bro. Come on, all that shit I did, I looked cool. Like I made sure I looked cool. So like motherfuckers would wear the snowmobile outfits, which I had. I did the gimmick, I'd wear the snowmobile outfit or the snow pants, all that bullshit. But a lot of times, I would just wear the thermal like underwear, and then like 3 pairs of jeans on top of it. Come on, you're fucking cool. You don't need all that snowmobile outfit bullshit. You're fucking cool. And a fucking sweater, some like sweatshirts, and then like almost like a leather jacket on top. Again, had to look cool. Definitely no pussy mag. There's no pussy. There's no pussy with the snowmobiles. There's no pussy with the snowmobiles. Really wasn't. Oh man, pussy. God, it's not fucking L.A., bro. It's Rochester. I mean, Rochester is just... I mean, Listen, I make the jokes, but if you don't know anything other than where you are, then what you have, you think, is the greatest shit in the world. So you grow up in Rochester, or you grew up in, pick some other fucking, shitbag place. You don't know. You go to fucking Applebee's. You go to your neighborhood friendly Applebee's. And you see a couple hot chicks. Their big teased hair and their Jordache jeans. And their cool flower sweaters. You're like, that chick's hot, man. You don't know, like, what else is out there. Yeah, you see hotness on TV, but it's almost like a fantasy. You see that in California, or that type of thing. It's like a fantasy. It's never attainable. Growing up, and I've told this story before, growing up, I had thought about California. I had dreamed about it. But it was something that seemed like so far-fetched. Like, fuck about how am I going to go to California? What am I going to do? And then when I wound up going to L.A., and I remember, back in 96, being out there. And this is, there's no map fucking, on your phone. There's none of that bullshit. You use the Thomas Guide. So it's literally like a map. Like a a big map, old school map you unfold, but it was like a book. It's called the Thomas Guide. And you go through it. You'd be like, all right, I'm in the San Fernando Valley. I'm on Sherman Way. And that's how you would kind of navigate. And I remember, like, the first day I was there, and I was just driving around, and I was lost, and there was a moment of time where I just kind of paused. Because I pulled into a parking lot to get my, because you gotta, listen, you're driving and the navigation is a book. So you're trying to figure out where you are, where you're going by looking at a goddamn book. So every you pull over the side of the road. At least that's what I did. And I'll never forget just pulling over and just kind of taking it all in for a second, going, I can't believe I'm in fucking L.A. Holy shit. I live here now. And, 25 years later, it was like, ugh. And what's funny is, when I get that feeling of missing it, because it happens. When I get that feeling of missing it, and we have a show, and I get in the car, so we have a show, we get to LA, and I get the rental car. After about an hour, I'm like, oh, fuck, I don't miss this bullshit. I don't miss any of this. I don't miss having to drive 4 hours just to get 12 miles. I don't miss every homeless piece of dog shit wandering the streets. I don't miss... Because what happens is you just don't leave your little area. So then in that aspect, if you don't leave your little area, it doesn't really fucking matter where you live. I mean, obviously, I did more shit. I wasn't that person that didn't do anything. Me and Martini did a lot. But it's definitely one of those things that you go, yeah, I don't miss this. Yeah, this is the shits. All right. You know what the cross is? I think the compromise, I know it sounds nuts, Florida. I know it sounds really bizarre, but fucking Florida. Every time I go to Florida, I have the sense of being in a big state like California, like LA. But still not so big that there's traffic and fucking just, gridlock and just garbage, like, just that shit, man. When you gotta go somewhere, or you want to go see a concert, and you live where I live, you live in fucking Northridge, man, you're like, all right, my house to Staples Center at this time to go see this show, 2 fucking hours. Or airport, to pick up this person, okay, 2.5 fucking hours. Florida. Just saying. Just saying. But anyways, circling back. Oh shit. Do you guys realize Mike Moran is with us tonight? He wasn't with us yesterday. And and obviously he wasn't with us yesterday because 2 reasons. A, we didn't see him on the chat board, and B, he would have been blowing me up when I was busting balls. Major went to bed, and here we are. So, don't forget, guys, we are 2 days and some odd hours. What did they put up on the what did they put up on the thing? Let me check. Hold on. Oh, Lord. 2 days, 20 hours. Oh, look, Moran, see? Moran goes, what? I'm about to turn around and go home. Fucking Moran. We were just talking about how you're the greatest producer in the history of mankind. But when you can't do a show and you send your underlings, they're fucking drools. That was basically the gist of the conversation. And they don't know how to fucking do instant replay. That was it. But you're the greatest producer in the world. And hopefully the fucking Wonder Drool told you exactly how we mount the hard cam for the shot. I'm getting a lot of compliments. Well, I didn't do it. Byron did it. The Lou Dark and Lindsay Snow promo trailer that we put up today. I'm very excited. Listen, I'm very excited about this show. I'm very excited about this show for many reasons. I think there's going to be a lot of cool shit that happens that you guys are going to pop for. If you're watching it at home, I'm really excited for it because the production aspect, as far as videos and trailers and promos, things of that nature, we have a lot of stuff that you at home, if you're watching the production, I think will be impressed, and you will again equate us Obviously not to a WWE. I'm not a dummy. But a little higher than the average indies that are out there. So, I'm very excited about this show. Very excited. It's gonna look good. Slava said those stills are fire. Slava's stills are fire. That goes without saying. So, this is gonna be good, man. This is definitely gonna be good. And we have a couple more promos to drop tomorrow. I have a Drake promo or teaser trailer that was just sent to me by the Teeth himself, Tom Byron, who informed me today that his new teeth the process will be starting in like a week. So he won't be the teeth. He won't be the teeth man anymore. So it's kind of a downer, but all right. So be it. So be it. But the Drake and Big Joe teaser is good. And then I have a Jasmine St. Clair promo that is fire, as the kids would say. Absolute fire. And when I say fire, it's a MAGA promo, but it is pretty out there. When we did it, Slava shot it, and then Slava shot Jasmine in front of a green screen. 5 takes of one bit, but 5 takes because it's fucking Jasmine. So then when we got it, I told Byron, I said, you have to put it as MAGA as you could possibly get as backdrop. So everything she's talking about, from, she used the word border jumpers. I go, you got to get images from, Texas and the border, when she's talking about they're coming for our children to castrate them. I go, you got all of those things. I was like, you got to just in the background make it fucking MAGA. I go, you got to go MAGA crazy. And and Byron went MAGA crazy, and it's great, man. It's great. People will be fucking outraged. So I'm just kind of waiting. I'm waiting on it towards the end of the week, so the outrage will be towards near the show. Because see, here's the thing, and here's the funny thing, okay? Here's the thing. And this happens a lot in the world of cancel culture, which I'm going to give you guys another little example of. We could possibly be seeing the cancel culture fad starting to have major cracks. But let me first just bear with me here for a minute. All right. Bear with me for a moment. Just bear with me here. When they try to cancel you and they go hard and they can't, they're not successful. They don't pierce the skin. They might make a dent, but dents can be popped out. Some dents can be popped out with a dildo and hot water. Seen it on YouTube. But they don't pierce the skin. And when they can't pierce the skin, they basically then give up. Because then their feeling is you're giving the people we're trying to cancel oxygen. And by giving it oxygen, you're exposing them to more people that might not have seen them, but now the people might see them, and what if those people like them? What if those people don't feel the same rage that we do? What if the people go, oh, that's kind of funny, or, that's not my cup of tea, but, oh, okay. And you're trying to cancel them for what? So what happens is they give up. And I noticed when we did the MAGA angle, and the MAGA angle came out, and then Drake did the I don't care what your pronouns are. And he wasn't hating. There was no hate. He didn't call the body names. I mean, it was a bit. It was a bit that had redemption at the end, where they respected each other and life went on. And the outrage over MAGA and Drake was at such a feverish pitch that people were then sharing video clips, retweeting video clips, and then it started debates. It started debates of people going, oh, well, that's not bad. Oh, how is that racist? If the whole concept behind what they're doing is involving a Mexican referee who turns on. So it started to create debate. And the more and more it got tweeted, the more and more it got shared, the more outraged the wrestling cancel mob got, because they weren't getting the reaction that they were hoping they would get. Which was, the venues would throw XPW out, all the wrestlers would quit working for XPW, every business dealing that Rob Black, Rob Zachary has that's not wrestling would stop doing business with them. And he would be broke, poor, and offering hand jobs out on the city streets just to feed his family. And once that didn't happen, and debate started, and people started going, oh, I saw that. That wasn't bad. Oh, I saw that. That wasn't, but what? I thought, what? Wait, what? Yeah. They stopped. And then the modus operandi was, all of you people stop retweeting these XPW clips. All of our Twitter outrage woke army, stop giving them what they want, which is exposure. Just ignore them. Ignore them. Ignore them. And that's basically where we're at now. They ignore us. It's baked into the cake. Now when somebody goes, did you see what XPW did? The woke Twitter cancel warriors go, well, of course. They're XPW. They're scumbags. What do you expect? What do you expect? Just ignore them. Maybe they'll go away. So that's what they do now. Just ignore them. Maybe they'll go away. The guys who started Premier Streaming Network, when they were still over at Fight. My buddy there, Paul Owen, when I was talking to Paul. And he's like, man, I was hearing all the stuff you guys are doing, this racist stuff, and I go and I watch online, I go, they're doing a MAGA character. What racist angles are they doing? I'm like, exactly. I even saw a couple people that chimed in on, I don't know if it was some of the deathmatch forums. They're like, go figure XPW would do a MAGA angle. Don't they understand? They're so, Rob Black is so stupid. That was like so 4 years ago. And I'm thinking, wow. Is this guy the dumbest motherfucker in the world? Well, go figure. He's a neckbeard deathmatch forum asshole. There was just a fight in the House of Representatives for Speaker. And I know this is getting too far into the woods, but the whole fight was predicated on about 20 to 25 MAGA Republicans who made demands of the more moderate Republicans. So when somebody goes, oh, MAGA is such a thing of the past. No, you fucking retard. Oh, it's so 4 years ago. Of course XPW would do that. They got video of that Marjorie Green, the dirty little House member that we've talked about before. When they finally gave McCarthy the speakership, she's holding up a phone because she wants him to see that she's on the phone, And the camera guy goes in close, and you see that she's on the phone with Trump. And she's holding the phone up. So, fucking people. These dummies. They're dummies. I mean, the whole concept of us using the word the MAGA is before the midterms. That's all Joe Biden kept saying. The MAGA wing of the Republican Party. The MAGA. And we all started making fun of him using the word MAGA. The MAGAs. Fucking MAGAs. But anyways, side note, and John Wise, I like that idea. Side note. Now, if some of you have seen the show, don't open your fucking mouths. Because I just got into like the 3rd episode. And I'm late to the party. But we had a discussion before about TV shows that are starting to kind of make fun of the whole cancel culture thing. And I brought up the cop show that's on ABC. And the cop looks at the girl and says, "Oh, are you going to cancel me?" Because he didn't say her pronouns properly. Well, I'm watching this show on HBO called White Lotus. And it's about this resort. And all this wacky shit that happens at the resort. And one of the characters, they have a family and they're there with their kids. And they're like so the mom and dad are like my age. And they have a bit. And I can't remember the woman's name. She's a name actress. The guy's a name actor. I mean, everybody that's in it are names. But she tells the daughter that the husband is experiencing, he's upset because he just found out that his dad died of AIDS and he was a closet homosexual. So then the daughter's like, "Oh, why is that a bad thing?" And the girl starts telling the mom, "Oh, it comes off homophobic," and the mom's like, "No, it doesn't." And the mom's like, "Well, to who? This is all of us in a safe area." And the girl's like, "It's still homophobic." And the mom goes, "What are you gonna do? Cancel me?" And me and Martini looked at each other and went, "Huh, another TV show making fun of that Gen Zer cancel culture, 22, 24-year-old, i.e. neckbeard, emo kids." And again, I started to think, I remember back in the day when fucking Beanie Babies were a big deal. Cabbage Patch Dolls. Breakdancing. There was so many things that were part of our culture. Jordache jeans. Adidas sneakers. I mean, I'm sure half of you on this message board could start throwing shit out. Things that captivated the country. Took a hold of culture. Took a hold of style. Took a hold of our fucking youth, man. And whether it was 5 years, whether it was 10 years, whether it was 15 years, poof, fucking disappeared. And if you really think about it, cancel culture and wokeism was all created from social media. And don't ever forget, Facebook was created so a bunch of guys could rate women. So a bunch of guys could sit there and go, what do you think about these two girls? Pig, slob, I'd fuck her. All right, let's keep her. Next. The things that people get upset about on social media today, bullying, all the bullshit that people talk about. That is what these social media platforms were originally created for. They got hijacked for various things. And don't forget, all of these social media platforms, nobody's putting a gun to your head telling you you have to do them. Which is always the other comical thing. I'm being bullied online. I'm being bullied on Facebook. I'm being bullied on Twitter. So fucking don't go on Facebook. Don't go on Twitter. It's a fucking app, you retard. It's amazing. If you delete your Facebook and you delete your Twitter, you don't get fucking bullied. What an interesting fucking concept. Amazing, right? I can't even go to my instant message anymore. You should see the hate that's... So, then why do you go to your instant message? Why do you even have an account? Well, I have to have an account. Why? Why? Who the fuck are you? You work at TJ Maxx, you asshole. Why do you need a fucking social media? Why? Who the fuck are you? What are you, trying to influence a fucking presidential election? Who the fuck are you? You're some 24-year-old neck-bearded asshole that every other day bitches and moans on Facebook about your fucking shitty fucking life. And maybe you show some pictures of you and your fucking cats. Fuck you! You're an asshole. If you want to be bullied how we were bullied when we grew up. In fucking school. That's bullying. You're in fucking 7th grade and somebody in 8th or 9th grade kicks you in your fucking ass. Because they think it'll be funny. That's fucking bullying. That's some good old school bullying. That's real shit. So just like all of these things that went by the wayside, I truly do think you're starting to see that corner being turned in the whole cancel culture, the whole wokeism. I think you're starting to see a lot of people going, is that still a thing? I'm getting my hair done today. No. I'm getting my hair did. Oh, I'm going to get my hair did. Is that still a thing? 3D movies? Avatar? Is that still a fucking thing? And I think that's what's starting to happen. People are going, is that a thing? Like, that's still a thing, asshole? You mean you and your fucking 15 loser friends are bitching and moaning online because somebody told a joke that you didn't like? The fuck you listening to the joke for? Oh, you're offended for the people that it offended that you have no association with? You just have this deep-rooted guilt inside? Oh, okay. The fuck out of here. Like, I think that is starting to take hold. And we've had this conversation before. But I'm starting to see it more play out in the media and on TV. And I'm starting to see TV shows make fun of it. And when you start seeing the media make fun of something that they helped create, that's the beginning of the end, man. That's the beginning of the end. So, the Jasmine promo will drop tomorrow. We'll see how many people it enrages. But it's pretty good. The Body's got a promo that's going to be pretty good. And I think some of the stuff that we're doing with The Body, it's definitely going to kind of cross that line of like, what the fuck are these guys doing? You know, there's a couple people on our show. And I told a couple people, I said, you're going to get, good or bad, more publicity for this show, for you on this show, for what you're doing, than 25 other shows. So these 25 other places that you work on a regular basis, and when I say 25 other places, 25 other shows, and there's like only 2 places that split the 25 appearances. I go, after Saturday night, people are going to talk about this. You're going to get more good and bad from this night than all these other appearances. So you get ready. I said, you get ready. All right, listen to me. You guys get ready. It's Rob Black's Rob Black Show. It's time to call it quits. It's time to close the show. You guys are the best. You guys rule. You are the greatest listeners and the greatest audience. If you haven't bought tickets and you're still on the fence, don't be a fucking loser. If you're in the Jersey area and you're weighing it up saying, do I go see Hoodfoot or do I go see Drake? Well, you tell me. Do I go see Brandon Kirk or do I go see the only true death match champion, and that is Schlack? Tough choice, right? Brandon Kirk or Schlack? Come on, man. Come on. You better check your fucking manhood if you tell me Brandon Kirk. Matter of fact, I'd say you're a fucking cuck. That's what I say. You're a wrestling cuck. If you're going to choose Brandon Kirk over Schlack, you're a fucking wrestling cuck. Don't forget that. Then you could say Rob Black said the choice is clear. And you're either a man or you're a fucking cuck. Choose wisely. And we haven't even gotten to fucking Masada or Necro or... Fuck. Moran said, I'll hang with your chick while you go to the other show. Exactly. Like a good cuck. I want to watch Hoodfoot and Brandon Kirk, so you can hang out with my girl, Mike Moran. I'll be over here. All right, I'm out of here. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Moran, have a safe trip. Schlack, keep working out. I don't need you to look small. I need you to actually look bigger. Okay? I need you to look fucking even more fucking... I need you to look freakish. So. And Chang Lowrider. Be strong. Be proud. Don't take any fucking wooden nickels. And Mins, I'm going to send you over a trailer right now.